And then we got the debut of the newest interview segment, Piper's Pit ripoff, bad 2010s WWE well, I can't even say bad at it because they still got the Grayson Waller effect, but the interview set with the interview show with the interview guy, the TV. How many titles this thing have? TV time with the learning tree, Chris Jericho. Have I got that correct?
He's so stupid. He is so stupid. And lame. This was lame. This was so bad. What was the
poor Big Bill?
You would think him leaning into the criticism he got wouldn't make everything even worse. It just keeps getting worse. Everything he does is awful.
Well, they had the giant cardboard cutout of a tree in the ring and a little podium, and poor Big Bill has to be out there as his flunky and introduce him so he can come out, and then he gets to put Jericho over more once he gets in the ring, and now they've got Big Bill being cheesy.
And it's the same thing every other Jericho flunky has to do. Put him over on the mic. How many times have we seen that?
But he's not doing it in a way where you can tell that he's being forced to do it. He's doing it in a real fake way, but like he's fitting with the rest of the shit where you think, okay, this is what he's supposed to mean. I don't know. But it's ingeniously disingenuous. But I mean, he's even doing a thing, Jericho, where he teased throwing out a free T-shirt and then just put it on the turnbuckle.
That was the best part of the whole thing.
And this is kind of the way that they were still getting heat on the heel in the bad WWE segments from 10 years ago when Vince started losing his mind and relying more and more on the writers, right? Because I wasn't really watching a lot of it then, but it seems like that's what reminiscent of. And he's like the oldest Buckaroo brother. There's Matt, there's Nick, and there's Chris, in that he's doing the same kind of thing and the same kind of interview. And being for real fake at the same time. I don't know. And then Jericho introduced Brian Keith. I know people are saying, who? Who? He's the guy that was basically the hit guy that came out and interfered at the pay-per-view.
Bounty Hunter,
thank you. Bounty Hunter Brian Keith. And he comes out dressed like he's some kind of, like a fucking spaghetti western from the late 60s. And he's Lee Van Cleef with the fucking sombrero or whatever and the poncho. He's an Old West cowboy badass and he's 5'6" tall. Jericho is 5'10" and is towering over the top of this guy. And when he did his promo, he sounded and looked like the mayor of Munchkinland with a sore throat. It was like he's trying to bow up, and I don't know. And the fans are chanting, "Shut the fuck up." And then Brian Keith puts Jericho over as the greatest of all time. And then Jericho welcomes him to the Jericho Vortex. And as they're hugging, suddenly here Hook's music, and here comes Hook and beats up some security guards in the aisleway, doesn't get to the ring, but then Samoa Joe comes out and gets face to face with Hook and whispers something to him, and Hook walks off with Samoa Joe. And then it was just an awkward, and Jericho's going, well, thank you, everybody. And I don't know if they had it planned out. I think he was just vamping at that point, like we were just standing here. What'd you think of the rest of this?
It's terrible. It's counterproductive for where AEW needs to be direction-wise. Jericho's trying to hang on, as he always has, desperately. He was able to lean into the whole AEW ethos for a long time of, everyone who's there should be listened to and everyone should do their thing and the young guys know what they're doing. while he was politically doing his thing behind the scenes. And now he always falls back to the shit or the kind of shit he used to do in WWF. You know, like they used to say, like a booker, when their creativity ended, but they still got booking jobs, they would just kind of redo everything they used to do.
Yeah.
That's where Jericho is right now. He's doing the kind of stuff he used to do on Raw. And now it's just an old Chris Jericho doing bad material. Give Big Bill credit. He's leaning into this and trying his hardest, but we just saw him behaving completely differently a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and was doing well and started to impress even me.
And again, too, the Young Bucks, their whole thing with their character right now is to be disingenuous. How does it help that to have another guy doing the exact same thing on the same show? Right?
Well,
when they come out and they wave and they pretend like they're doing stuff on behalf of the people. That's everything Chris Jericho's doing right now.
Everything. Not just that, but everything is done repeatedly over and over on this show by different people. Every move or every piece of furniture that's broken. Can some, instead of the tables, can't we get a credenza, a chifforobe, an armoire? What about, I mean, is there no variety in furniture? It's always got to be a table? For heaven's sake, what?
Can't Fozzy book a big fucking Russian tour or something for months at a time? Just someplace far away where he can't get back to Dynamite on Wednesday. Awful. Ricky Starks off TV. He's actually over. The guy he was teaming with is now doing this. It's a joke. The hell's
Where's
happening?
Action Andretti? Have we filed a report with the FBI yet on that rising superstar that Jericho put over?
I think the rumor is he may be in witness protection, or as we commonly call it, Ring of Honor.
Oh, poor fella. Well, at least his mother had fond thoughts of him.
Jericho made him.